Hey there friends, it is me, HLModTech, and I've got Bailey with me, and we have got another entrance to the open space at Port Sheldon. This one is the driest that I've found yet. It does have a pretty nifty parking spot, and it is on 160th Ave, and let's go for a stroll. Alright, so you'll recognize this by the snow fence and the place to brush off the invasive species, and then you are on your way strolling. Right, Bailey? The first stretch is almost like a prairie grassland. Kind of feels to me like somebody might have mined this area for sand once upon a time. But the dune grass, or whatever kind of grass this is, has grown back and makes it much more pleasant. When you reach the top of the first hill, then you start to get inside the forest, which, on the hottest of days, can be a super upgrade, right, Bailey? Since it is an open space, I am able to let Bailey wander at will. Eventually, I will take off the leash so she doesn't get entangled when she scampers left and right. You can see it is a completely different day once you're in the forest area. It is so much cooler. Today it's almost 10 a.m. and it is a gorgeous day for a stroll. Right, puppy dog? If you watched the previous episodes, you may notice that we did this in reverse from what I called the top secret entrance. This entrance has a little sign showing you that it is the open space, so I would not call this a top secret entrance, but it is a pretty slick way to get into the open space without going through that marshy area that I showed you in the very first Port Sheldon North entrance open space video. The forest is full of noises in the morning, all kinds of things buzzing and chirping. Almost sounds like cicadas. I will warn you again that this area does not really have any markings. Yesterday, Bailey and I went for a stroll in here, and we got off the beaten path and had to use Google Maps to get out. If you ever run into the little creek area, it is super swampy, and if you cross it, it is really difficult to keep track of where you did cross it and then finding a way back. Bailey and I had to turn on Google Maps to find our way out because inside that forest, it really all starts to look alike. This path is not really kept up. You can see that it closes up on you several spots, and Bailey and I, when we were wandering yesterday, actually took off on what was probably a game trail because we got to a point where the ferns were as tall as my chest, and we were just guessing where our footsteps were supposed to go. Somebody does not have the same gear as me this morning. Come on, Bailey Boo. Seems like she's smelling the ferns like there's something yummy on them. Here's another one of those little game trails. That's like where Bailey and I took off and followed. If you look real closely right there, you can actually see deer tracks. It's a real pretty forest to walk through. And it's pretty sweet the way it changes from area to area. We're not going to do this trail as a loop. It's really hard. It's just an out and back. But like I said, you can get twisted around, and there are 3 different exits that you can come out. But of course, you only want to come out the one where you parked your car. Alright, so after a bit, we reached this Y in the trail, and I think we are going to go to the left. I do not remember which goes which way, but that's just one thing that the day you take off, you want to keep track of which way you went. I'm pretty sure this leads to a small lake that Bailey found the other day. And I'm going to keep the leash on her because I don't want the puppy swimming today. This is another one of those little game trails. We're not going to follow it, even though Bailey did point to it. Let's go this way, big girl. Good dog. You can see how these ferns start closing in on you as we make this trek. Alright, so here we are at the first little water area. Quite often I let Bailey drink out of this one, but I'm going to tell her no today, just because I want to keep her clean because we bathed yesterday. And it's a pretty peaceful day and we don't need a drink. Come on, big girl. Sometime I'm going to look at aerial maps and see if that pond is connected to the other pond. I don't know, but I'll take a look on Google Maps and give you a picture there as well. We are recording again with the GoPro. In peaceful areas like this, it is pretty slick. Easiest to carry. Hopefully I keep it smooth as I'm walking for y'all. Good girl. Okay, the main path goes that way. This path goes this way. We're going to keep going left. That's just going to be our rule for today. This does actually appear a little more beaten down, so maybe this is the real path. If you look real closely over there, you can see the shimmer of that lake that the dog swam in the other day. And I'm sure she knows it's there too, but as you can tell, I have got a hold of the leash and we're keeping her out. I hope you enjoyed her swimming video, but we are not doing that twice. So this is just that little cut we just saw, and then we're back on the same path. Noticed this yesterday, but there was the first clue that we were coming up on a beautiful little pond that Bailey decided to dive into. She found her entrance right up here. Let's see if she still remembers it. There she goes. It's leash time though, puppy dog. No swimming today. I'll put a link to the other video up in the corner if you want to watch where Bailey went bonkers. Yep, she totally remembers. We're not going in today, sweetie. Come on, big girl. Good dog. Interesting little clearing. I think we're going to go up the hill today. Be kind of cool if this goes all the way around the lake, but I just don't know if it does. If you look on this side, you can see we bump up against a farmer's field. One of the few signs we have on this trek of civilization. Alright, Bailey. So this is one of those points where you really want to find the path. I don't see it, so let's just explore. Maybe it's up this way. trail-ish. Oh, so this is where yesterday I was. Do you go on the trail or not? But today, if I get to a spot where I'm stumped, we are turning around and walking straight back out. Yesterday I tried to cut across that creek, and that was a massive fail. Ooh, this looks a lot more like a path. So which way? Let's go left and see where it takes us, puppy dog. My inkling is that this is going to take us to the other side of that pond, which would be really, really cool. And right there, my friends, is at least part of it. Okay. Maybe you recognize this. This is the exact path that Bailey and I went straight on last time. So if we follow that path back, we are on our way out. Man, that was a quick turn. But that's how this place can get you turned around. All right, this way, big girl. Come on. Bailey, I'll let you go get a sip, but you're not going in. Come on, my little water moccasin. Let's go. Up the hill or you get another bath today. Come on. Good girl. Alright friends, so normally I don't record the way out, but I'll put it in here today just because this one can turn you in circles. I'll show you that little path where Bailey and I just popped out of and found out that it was the right way home. So that way maybe if you guys are wandering about out here, it can make it more clear for you as well. Good job, big girl. You are a fern hunter today. That little path is where we popped out. Crazy. Neat how they connect, but man, it's going to be tough until they're really marked to know which ones go where. And this is back where we pop out on the main path, so this is straightforward. Alrighty friends, so you can see this is the easy way back from here on out. If you find this trip useful, please hit that like button. If you got a question, comment, or a suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me and Bailey. Good job, big girl. Have a great day. You're still here? Were you just waiting to see if we made it back home? It was really pretty simple, just followed that path as I stated. There was one more little Y, but we knew that we always went left, so that made it easy. Right, Bailey Boo? Bailey. Good girl.